Alright boys, today we're going to be looking at the top 5 best women characters in Injustice 2 Mobile. And let me tell you right now, while I was making the list, I was really surprised as to how many good women characters are in the game compared to how many women characters there just is in the game in general. It's actually pretty damn crazy. I think the women characters, if you ratio it out, are actually better than the men characters in the game. And as a matter of fact, in this video, we're going to talk about a lot of game-breaking characters because a lot of game-breaking characters are women characters. So there's a couple of things I'm going to have to explain throughout the video, but don't worry, I'm going to explain everything as, we go through every single character. With that being said, I just want to say one more thing. I started a brand new Discord server. If you want to go join it, I would appreciate it. The link is down in the description and in the pinned comment. All right. This server is actually run by me this time. The one that I was in before, it wasn't mine. Someone just made it for me. But this one, I actually made it. This one is mine. This is my Discord server pretty much. So I'm going to be in there a lot if you want to talk to me or whatever. So yeah, with that being said, let's start the video. Hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe and stay clean. Okay, so coming in at number 5, the first character we're going to look at is going to be Silver Banshee. Everybody knows this character. Everybody loves this character. She's not one of the game-breaking characters in the game. However, she is still a really, really good damage dealer. And on top of that, if you want to get the character, she is super easy to get. All you got to do is play her challenge mode, and in the challenge mode, her gears drop as well. So you can get the shards, you can unlock, and you can get the gears for this character very, very easily. And again, like I said, you're still going to be doing a good amount of damage. As a matter of fact, if you take all of the damage dealing characters in the game that are game breaking, that like really, really, really do a lot of damage, Silver Banshee is not one of those, but she is the best, I guess you can say, regular type of damage dealer in the game. She's a lot better than most of the gold characters in the game, just not one of those damage dealing characters that just break the game like we're going to talk about in this video, because there's a lot of characters that break the game that we're going to talk about in this video. But anyways, the first thing I want to point out about this character is that if you want to learn how to use this character, it's a lot better to learn just by watching gameplay, because me being able to explain it is a little bit weird, but I'm going to do my best. So first of all, Silver Banshee has this effect called Torment. Torment allows your special abilities to do more damage, and Torment can also disable the opponent's special abilities. Now, there is a very specific way that you want to use the special abilities on this character whenever you're going to fight in raids. First of all, you want to use Special 2. Special 2 applies Torment after the special ability, and it's going to apply it to the opponent for the entire game. So you want to be able to get those damage bonuses and disable the opponent's special ability bonuses by using Torment with the Special 2. After that, you don't have to use the Special 2 anymore throughout the rest of the game. But you are going to be having to use Special 1s and Special 3s. You want to use Special 1s for only one reason. They're the cheapest one, so all you want to use these for is to disable the opponent's special abilities. Once you disable the opponent's special abilities, at least 2 or 3, then you want to use Special 3. Now, this Special 3, even though it does take a while to set up with that Special 2 and then using Special 1s, does a lot of damage. Torment is already going to let you do more damage, and on top of that, you're going to be doing 100% more damage per special ability that's disabled of the opponent, and you're also going to be doing Armor Pierce. So again, you want to disable with that Special 1 the opponent's special abilities so you can do more damage with this buff that you get on that Special 3. After doing everything, you're going to end off with doing a lot of damage on this Special 3. As a matter of fact, in T6, you can actually defeat Dr. Fate in like 2 Special 3s, because you're going to be able to do 3 million and then 3 million right after that, as long as it crits and it does all the things that it needs to do. But anyways, like I said, you're still going to be doing a lot of damage with this character. The setup is a little bit crazy. She's not game breaking, but when this character does crit, she can do a lot of damage. 3 million is the most I've ever seen, because I don't really watch that much gameplay of this character, and I think in regular raids it caps at 3 million, but I think in solo raids she can actually end up doing more. So I'm not entirely sure how much more damage she could do, but just from what I've seen, the basic damage cap is 3 million. So the fact that she can get there is absolutely crazy, making her one of the best damage dealers in the game. Just like I said, not a game-breaking character. I really want to emphasize that, because the other characters that we're going to look at are in a completely different league than Silver Banshee. It's a little bit weird because I know she's coming in at number 5, and then the jump to number 4 is super crazy, but just know that Silver Banshee is a really good character, just not a game-breaking character. Anyways, now moving on to number 3, it's going to be Batman Ninja Catwoman. You're going to see why I'm emphasizing the fact that there's a difference between good damage dealers and game-breaking characters in a second. Okay, so Batman Ninja Catwoman is a game-breaking character if you apply the Beta Club. Now, look, without the Beta Club is kind of hard to get. That's the problem with this character. Without the Beta Club, she definitely does less damage than Silver Banshee, but I don't want to discredit what she can do with the Beta Club. With the Beta Club, she could do a million damage in like a second. In a second. That is the difference between a good gold character and a game-breaking character. The difference between Batman Ninja Catwoman and Silver Banshee is Silver Banshee could do 3 million on a special ability. Batman Ninja Catwoman could do 1 million on a swipe. On a single swipe with the Beta Club. That is absolutely game-breaking, man. Now, if you are going to use this character, there's a couple of things you want to focus on. Not that many, but a couple of things. First of all, you just want to use that special 2. You're going to be applying damage over time for a long time, and you're going to be able to heal up. And with that passive 2, you're basically never going to die. And on top of that, you want to get Batman Ninja Robin, and you also want to get Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd. If you want to get all of these characters, you can get them off the versus challenge mode. The only problem is that if you want to get their gears, they do not drop from the versus challenge mode. Silver Banshee's challenge mode is just a regular challenge mode. That's why you can get the gears off that. In the versus challenge, things work a little bit differently. In there, you cannot get gears for Batman Ninja Robin, Catwoman, or Grodd. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but if you do want to get the gears, they do cost $10 in the store. I got the Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd gears, but I don't really use them that much. And Batman Ninja Robin, you don't really need the gears either. If you are going to buy the gears, just get Batman Ninja Catwoman, because you're just basically going to have her in the game the entire battle. That's just a little bit of a heads up in case you don't want to spend money on Robin or Grodd. But anyways, after you do get the character, which is really easy, and get the gears, which is, if you want to pay it, it's really easy, then you want to get the Beta Club. Now, the Beta Club can be a little bit difficult to get, like I said, but because she can just do so much damage with those swipes, Beta Club, in case you don't know, adds damage over time on swipe attack hits, and it's like 500%. Now, because of the multipliers, because of Robin and Grodd, that 500% adds up to so much damage with Batman Ninja Catwoman. So in the end, you can end off doing, I think it's even more than 1 million damage per swipe. So that's absolutely game breaking. And this character is only number 4. Things are going to get even crazier with number 3, number 2, and number 1. Which, by the way, I'm actually going to talk about this right now. So I didn't want to make this list one of those lists that have multiple characters in one ranking. I wanted it to be a top 5. Only 5 characters that I wanted to talk about. Now, the weird thing about this is that the last 3 characters that I'm going to talk about are in the exact same team. The best team in the game right now that could just absolutely break in half the game because of how much damage they do. All of those characters are in the same team, and they're all female characters. So the next 3 characters that I'm going to talk about, I'm basically going to talk about them all in one group. And all of the characters are basically going to be coming in at number 1 because without one of the characters, the team wouldn't work. So I just wanted to say that really quick. Silver Banshee, Batman Ninja Catwoman, those characters are their own rankings. But now moving on to 3, number 2, and number 1, all of them are basically in one team. All right. So the next character we're going to talk about coming in at number 3 is going to be EPI. You guys already know what team I'm going to talk about, baby. EPI, first of all, one of the best support characters in the game because Heartbreaker Harley Quinn is one of the best damage dealing characters in the game, and EPI supports Heartbreaker Harley Quinn. So with this character, all you really want to focus on is promoting her up to level 5, and then all you want to do is upgrade her passive 2 and then maybe her passive 3. Her passive 2 is the main star. So what it does is it applies 75% damage over time on basic attack hits. This allows Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, which I will talk about in a little bit, to do insane amounts of damage. On top of that, her passive 3 heals the entire League of Anarchy team with EPI's dot damage. It's not something you really need, but it's there just in case if you make a mistake with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn and you want to heal up the character, or for whatever reason, maybe you're fighting an opponent with hazards on the ground. For whatever reason you want to heal up Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, you're going to be able to do it with this passive, which is really good. Her passive 1, Special 2, Special 3, absolutely useless. I don't use that ever, ever, ever because there's no reason to. So yeah, with this character, if you want to get her, it's very difficult. If you want to get the gears, it's very difficult, which is the one negative about this character. But once you get her, you don't even need the gears. Just promote her up to level 5, and that's good. You're just going to leave her there. She's going to do her thing with her passive and let Heartbreaker Harley Quinn and Raven, which I will also talk about, do all of the damage. But yeah, EPI is definitely one of the best characters in the game and deserves to be in the top 3 because she is a part of the best team in the entire game. The best game-breaking team in the entire game. Anyways, now moving on to number 2, it's going to be Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, which is no surprise right there. Everybody already knows who's coming in at number 1. So yeah, no surprises here anymore. Basically, Heartbreaker Harley Quinn is one of the best damage dealers in the entire game. She was number 2 to King of Atlantis Aquaman under some situations, right? That's how good she was before. After Raven was released, this character just is a whole new level of damage. It's a whole new level of game breaking this character is, all right? If you want to get the character, it's going to be kind of hard, not going to lie. And you also need to get the gears, right? So there you go. You got to get the gears and you got to get the character, which is going to take a long time. However, once you do unlock the character, she's gold. So you could just level her up or promote her with prismatic shards. But I mean, it's going to take you a minute, not going to lie. It's going to take you a long time because, yeah, this character is pretty damn rare. But definitely worth it because, like I said, she just breaks the game in half because of her passive 3. Her passive 3 gives her 300% more damage against stunned opponents. And then this part says 120% critical damage multiplier reduction for League of Anarchy teammates. I didn't even know that this was a thing that she does because all that matters is that 300% damage against stunned opponents. So like EPI, you want to get this up to level 5. You need to get this up to level 5. The next thing you want to look at is her special 2, which can stun the opponent. It's not going to stun for that long, only about 3 seconds. I wish it was up to 4. 3 is actually super, super low, especially when you compare it to other characters. But yeah, it's going to be 3 seconds. And on top of that, because of her passive 1... Sorry, her passive 2, because of her passive 2, you're basically going to be stunning every single time because her passive 2 takes away stun resistant from the opponent. So, yeah, that's the only thing you want to focus on. Using special 2s, using your basic attack hits, doing 300% more damage. And on top of all of that, the fact that she does a lot of damage, on top of all of that, she also has more fast attack hits than most characters. Fast attack hits basically allow you to do multiple hits on your basic attack hits, which is crazy, again, considering the fact that she can already do a lot of damage. She has 3 fast attack hits when most characters only have 2, all right? I know I'm explaining these characters very fast, but a lot of you guys already know what these characters do, and there's only a couple of things really that you got to focus on with these characters. But anyways, now moving on to number 1, everybody knows, I'm not even going to cut or edit, everybody already knows who it's going to be. It's going to be Raven, man. First of all, if you are planning on buying anything in the game, just buy Raven at 3 stars. You don't need the character at 4. It's great. You know, you can do a little bit more damage, but get the character at 3 stars if you don't want to spend double the money to getting her to 4 stars. Because to get her to 3 stars, it costs $50. To get her to 4 stars, it costs $100. Getting her at 3 stars, I mean, you're going to be doing a little bit less damage, but it's still definitely worth it. That is going to be one of the best investments in the game because this character can just allow anybody to just do so much damage. It's insane, man. Look at her passive 1. That's all we're going to look at because that's all that matters. Oh, and her special 1. But her passive 1 applies darkness for 19 seconds. And darkness allows you to do 90% more damage. And on top of that, it can stack up to 5 times. And there's a timer for every single time that it stacks. Like I said, there's 19 seconds. That timer restarts after applying darkness again. So it's not like you're going to be losing stacks over time. You're just going to be losing 1 at a time because it resets. That is a really big difference than just having them all going away because you're going to be able to apply those 5 stacks a lot easier, which is going to allow you to do way more damage a lot easier. It's 90% per stack. Losing 1 stack is a big deal because you're just going to be losing a lot of damage here. But yeah, man, basically what you want to do is use special abilities to apply darkness which again, we're going to talk about her special 1. And then after that, tag her out, tag whatever damage dealer you want in, and that damage dealer is going to be doing hundreds and hundreds of hundreds percentages more damage, okay? It's absolutely insane. Now, I do want to talk about her passive 1, her special 1, because you're going to be able to steal power bars with this special ability, and it's also the cheapest one, which makes it the best one to apply darkness. So yeah, all you got to focus on with this character, really, special 1s, apply darkness. That's it. If you wanted to summarize this character, special 1s, apply darkness. There you go. Oh, special 1s apply darkness, which lets you do, what is it, like 400% more damage, something like that? Yeah, there you go. That's the entire sentence right there. But yeah, man, this character with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn and EPI just breaks the game, all right? If you haven't really put it together, you're going to be doing 75% more damage with EPI. You're going to be doing more fast attack hits, and you're going to be doing 300% more damage with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, and you're going to be doing like 400% more damage at only 3 stars with Raven with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn's basics. So it's insane. This team could just, you're doing billions of damage. We're not talking about tens of millions. We're not talking about hundreds of millions. We're talking about billions of damage with this team, with Raven, EPI, and Heartbreaker Harley Quinn. So that's why all of these 3 characters, even though they're in the same team, and even though only most of them just apply like one really important thing to the entire team. Like they all work together pretty damn well, but each of them only have like one really important thing. Even after all that, I just have to put these characters in the top 3 spots of this list because they just do way too much damage. Anyways, guys, with that being said, hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe and stay clean, and let me know who your favorite female character is, even though I already know everyone is going to say Raven. She's a whole different level, man. Oh, one thing I did want to point out is I know I talked really fast in this video. I kind of have to go do some stuff right now, so I kind of chose the wrong time to make this video, so I'm trying to speed it up as much as possible. With that being said, hope you guys have a good day, stay safe and stay clean, and I'll see you guys later.